it is already July. I found for myself June was a very exciting month. However, there were a lot of things that were almost being put on ice or very slow motion. I found for myself I barely did any of those live becoming series that I do on Mondays for the month of June. Like I don't really know if I did any, to be quite honest. Maybe I did one for the month of June. So I'm looking forward to coming back in July with them and to connect with you all as well. So if we're looking at the energies of July, or maybe where many of you are coming from, or where you might feel you're coming from, it's the sense of being rooted or even anchored, but the word that I keep getting is rooted, being rooted in July. So everything that has been, in a sense, thinking of, when you're doing gardening, the seeds that you plant, before anything can grow, the roots must become strong. The roots burrow into the earth so that the plants don't topple over, so that the plants get nourishment, because that's what the roots are about as well, getting nourishment from the earth. So for the month of July, there is this sense of being rooted. Things are becoming more stable. If the roots are burrowing into the ground for that sense of security and support, that feels like what is happening for July. And a lot of you, and I'll even say for myself, a lot of you might feel like things have been unstable for a very, very long time. And some of you are now in 2025 just getting these cycles of normalcy again, or consistency, or a sense of that security that could have been uprooted in the previous years. So those roots are getting anchored and holding you. And at the same time, there's an element of trust more in this whole process of what you are doing, how you are doing it, why you are doing it. Perhaps even if there have been calamities in your life, or that uprooting that we talked about, there might be a softer way that you're feeling about it than you may have before, right? And then that's even this reminder of that helps the roots to grow. Any upheaval that you experience in your life, any celebrations that you experience in your life, is almost like the roots shooting out into the earth and expanding and creating into that network with the earth and the divine. So if we're looking at July as being this month of rooted, to look at what feels firm and stable and secure in your life. So to take inventory of that, if you will. And at the same time, once you become more aware of that which is feeling secure and stable and rooted in your life, how can you continue to feed into that? How can you nourish that soil? How can you bring fertilizer into that soil to help to continue to support those things that are feeling anchored in your life or rooted in your life? And perhaps even looking at areas where it is like the plant could topple over. The roots aren't very deep. The soil, and perhaps it doesn't mean just completely getting rid of these things in your life. In some cases it could be. Perhaps there is the transplanting process. Maybe where the roots aren't as strong, perhaps the soil, right? Perhaps there's a transplant process where you're moving it to different soil, where you're moving it into different states of awareness within yourself too. Everything that we think, that we believe, that we feel makes an impact in our lives. And if you're feeling ungrounded, if you're feeling unstable in your life, and if you're experiencing that in your life, it could continue to perpetuate if you're feeling like you're in those states. So if things right now don't feel rooted for you, how can you create opportunities for yourself to calm the nervous system? How can you create opportunities for yourself yourself, even though there might be external chaos or upheaval, what about inside? And this is not ignoring, this is not the spiritual bypassing of things that are causing strife in your life, but at the same time knowing that our body is so powerful. We have the ability to, when we tune into our physical body, to bring a sense of balance within, to bring a sense of calm within. Once again, not ignoring, not completely checking out of the things going on in your world, but it's not even a checking out, it's a checking in, and it's a tuning in, and it's bringing that inner peace, being the calm in the storm, if you will. So if there's a chaos going around you, if there's feelings of being unsettled around you, how can you have something secure within your life? Maybe it's a daily practice. If things don't feel settled in your life, there's not a lot of consistency, what can you do to create consistency for yourself? Right? The daily practice. It could be you get up at a specific time in the morning and journal, or before bed. Like there are ways that you can support yourself to bring that sense of stability, to bring that sense of security, even in what might feel to you or seem from the outside to be something small. The little things add up. They really do. So who knows what that practice of creating the consistency for yourself, whether it's that daily journaling, starts to bring more of a sense of safety with self, seeing the consistency, knowing that that's something that you can turn to when there is chaos, where there's upheaval. So for the month of July, really look at where the roots are solid, where they're firm, where they're stable, and pour into that and nourish that. And at the same time, tend to the areas of your life or aspects of self where the roots might not be as strong. Do they need to stay? Do they need to be transplanted? The more time, energy, care, effort that you're pouring into the stability and firming up the earth, nourishing the earth where those strong roots are, will start to show in other areas of your life. Will, little bug, will start to show in other areas of your life. And to remember to have gratitude for where you are right now, gratitude for what you have right now. Gratitude is so important at this time. There's a lot of upheaval in the world, right? We might live in our own little pockets or bubbles or corners of the world that might not have wars going on and things of that nature. But at the same time, we're not completely removed from it. We're all citizens on the earth. And it's important to be in that state of gratitude, to feel gratitude. If we even want to go into frequency, gratitude. When you're in that state, when you're feeling that, it's being emitted all around you and in your environment. And it might touch other people. Even sharing things that you're grateful for can start to create that domino effect as well, even if we're not remotely in these places where there could be hardship. And I keep hearing it's like not to turn a blind eye to it, not to feed it with fear, not to feed it, but not to turn a blind eye either. Lots of love.